So as William left the apartment, Frances and her teenage daughter Verona had seen William get inside a car they remembered Thomas driving earlier that day, a vehicle they thought looked very familiar, and that was the car originally owned by James Carter. Unbeknownst to Frances and her daughters, the brothers planned to use that very car to go back out on a hunt. It was all suspicious to Frances, but her suspicions transformed into fear after hearing about a very similar car being found engulfed into flames just hours later. And the events that would lead up to this started right after the Penns left her home, setting their sights down Forest Hill Avenue. With William at the wheel as always, he turned to his little brother and says, "We're going to get another one." It was pretty close to midnight as the brothers made way to the south side. Thomas would see someone walking down the sidewalk in the same direction that they were driving. This man was 20-year-old Addison E. Wilkins. After pointing Addison out to William, he pulled up beside him. Thomas calls him to the car, and William would ask him if he had minded showing him to Laburnum Avenue, but he had nervously informed the brothers he was on his way to the club, having a bad feeling about them from the beginning. But yet, he would still agree to William's request. He then asked if they were at least going to bring him back, and of course, William assured him he would. They reached Laburnum Avenue. Addison asked if William knew where the club was located. William responded that he did, and that it was just a little further down the road. But there was this serious red flag that Addison failed to notice. He had never stated which club he planned to go to, the name, or even the address for that matter. But Addison not thinking much of it, he trusted that they would get him to where he was going. William turns off onto a back street headed toward Oakwood Cemetery, and they stumble upon an area where the ground was recently excavated. And in 2 years' time, this plot of land would be known as the Villas of Oakwood, an apartment complex that opened up in 1968. Now William would suddenly stop the vehicle, complaining about trouble with the car. He got out and would act as if he were checking under the hood. Then Addison turned to Thomas and asked, "What are y'all going to do?" Thomas's response, "I'm going to send you to a resting place." You could just imagine the fear running up this young man's spine after hearing those fatal words.